I don't think we should be here right now. I don't think this is the right thing to do. So let's just go our separate ways. You go your way, and I'll go mine. Yeah. Let's leave it there. Who's gonna pick up the pieces? Yeah. There's no need to ask me how I feel about you, how I feel. It's already gone, you only know too well. You know, I was gonna take some time before I told you we're through. No, baby, don't say it's true. No, no. When I saw her with you, knew that it was over. But you asked me back, you and her were no more. Now you're on your knees begging for forgiveness. Said you got it wrong. Please tell me how. If you could show me the way you can be, I need a better man, someone who understands. If you could show me, I want to believe. I truly want you to. Oh, I want you to. So we can see it through this time. I was there when you were struggling to make it. I was there for you right from the very start. All the times we shared, we laughed when it was hurting, but we pushed on through, 'cause we needed to, and it hurt so much to think what we went through.
You got we want cash out. Say make I put it 10,000. Put it 10,000. Everybody come cash out. Thank Jehovah. Put on for my hazard. Begin to find another. Waka waka no rest you. Waiting man go do. Money go there for madam to cook up bono. Waiting man go do. Your picking self you guys go school. Waiting man go do. When money come me go yeah. Waiting man go do. 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 God that they savvy. No go let my blessing to pass me. And then me no go laugh me. Make the money chill and relax me. If the money there we go fight you. I go beat the life for the party you. We go be like a magic. Call me Jasmine abracadabra oh. Waka waka no rest you. Waiting man go do. Money go there for madam to cook up bono. Waiting man go do. Your picking self you guys go school. Waiting man go do. When money come me go yeah. Waiting man go do. Waiting man go do. Waiting man go do. Waiting man go do.
I need some loving for the road. Cause I don't they work for studio. This is the life I chose. You are the one I know. Give me your lowest. Make a day balance and I'll give you. Make a day showcase. Lowest, give me your lowest. Make a day balance and I'll give you. Make a day showcase. Mama said, pass, okay, pass, give you one, give you take, pass,
Everybody run, run, run. Everybody scatter, scatter. Some people lost some bread. Someone nearly died. Someone just died. Police they come, Hammy they come. Confusion everywhere. 7 minutes later, all don't cool down, brother. Police don't go away. Army don't disappear. Them leave sorrow, tears and blood.
Them regular trademark.
Them leave sorrow, tears and blood.
Them regular trademark.
Them regular trademark.
Them regular trademark.
That is why everybody run, run, run. Everybody scatter, scatter. Someone nearly died. Some people lost some bread. Someone just died. Police they come, army they come. Confusion everywhere. 7 minutes later, all don't cool down, brother. Police don't go away. Army don't disappear. Them leave sorrow, tears and blood.
Them regular trademark.
Them leave sorrow, tears and blood.
Them regular trademark.
Them regular trademark.
Them regular trademark.
La 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 la. My people say they fear too much. We fear for the thing.
Friday night, man make nice. Took my phone, tried else line. He was at the bar.
Yo, Joey, you they come?
I don't have a car. I go to my house, text chicks next to me, make her see the blouse. Remove it. You are good. You won't do it. You are rude. So do it. Have a clue? Waistline, FaceTime, you are nude. Ha ha ha. You are smart. Insta DM, iMessage, Snapchat. What a choice. Let me choose. Game of Thrones up a series, no juice. Drink it. You're something they pop. They make my something they jump. Hey, see body where they come. They make the boys so they clap. Hey, wow, 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 wow.
Jammers to J, baby. See all your bumper big and they sitting tight. Bad man want to fit inside like a play and me want sit inside.
Bad man, him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave him love the way me put it on him. Spin and spin up until me done him. Strictly loving me, no one nothing from him. Anytime he wants to see my feel ready for me. I crave care, it's so much skin tight. Oh, bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's so much skin tight. Oh, bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's so much skin tight. Oh, bolo, I see my skin tight. No care, it's so much skin tight. Oh, bolo, I see my skin tight.
No, before you with them on Jesus. Yeah, my country problem, it passes us. Because now we be our own problem. Now who can reason well. Ambassador go the check, and governor go the check, and president go the check. When they say me to jump, to the jump. Some people go, some are some. Them plenty headed people go to Canada. Meanwhile, president go the check.
DJ Damiger.
For your case, I go to war for your case, I go to court for your case, I climb the bridge for your case, enter water for your case, I punch the judge for your case. Anything you want, baby, that's for you, baby. For your case, yo. For your case, yo. No. For your case, yo. For your case, I go call MC Oluomo. I go report all of them. I go Shodi. For your case, I go slap Papiru. For your case, I go call MC Oluomo. I go report all of them. So tell me, what the hell are you waiting for? If not to drop Indomie, we go chop. If not to suck Gari, we go suck it. What the hell are you waiting for? If not to fry akara, we go fry. If not to soak akamu, we go soak. Fire gas, yo. Fire gas, yo. No. Fire gas, yo. Fire gas, yo. No.
One white shoe and one nika. Got no house and I got no car. One black boy from Africa. Got big dreams, so go take me far. All I wanna do is to make the world smile. And music I do is my only substance. And I really got plans to make the world dance, yeah. I make the world dance. As I get money for my pocket, balance it. I go just enter the place, balance it. As I get money for my pocket, balance it. I go just call all my guys, balance it. As I get dollars for my pocket, balance it. I go just do any other way, balance it. As I get money for my pocket, balance it. And my girls flex to Paris. Hello, yeah. Baby, give me that thing that you. I don't come here to play, I want scatter the place. People try to hold me down, slow me down, I tell them no. Yeah. I just wanna enjoy my life, me, I wanna run my race. Back in the days, they say me a broke. All of them a treat me like a goalie ball. Yeah. Right now my life is a miracle. All the ladies wanna lick me like a lollipop. As I get money for my pocket, balance it. I go just enter the place, balance it. As I get money for my pocket, balance it. I go just call all my guys, balance it. As I get dollars for my pocket, balance it. I go just do any other way, balance it. Timotikana. Oh yeah, make you go for the one corner. One corner.
Oh, so low, oh, fake basis zombie, oh, you be zombie, yeah. If unaya tobawa, oh my jaye, yeah. See mo bag basis lo, mo mag be shaye, oh, mo mag be shaye, yeah. Jaye be till be get till the morning, oh, till the morning, yeah.
Talo check, I will listen, no get is in my mommy, oh, my mommy, eh. You say you love me, and to get them on a story,
yes, you they do as them they do. Oh, God, do it thing, you know. You better know who you are. You better know who you are. As you come this life alone, hey, that's so you go live this life alone, no. You better know who you are. You better know who you are. Oro hello, Oluwa, Luwa. Oro mi lowo, Oluwa, Luwa. He can give and take away. For every day, now for give away. Mama say make a day happy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jao, jao, yes, jao, jao. Baby, the day, oh, baby, the day. Jao, jao.
I got the money and the power. Yeah, I'm be my representative. And you know I got the keys to the city, oh. We are sorry, wow, jog it. I got the I got the money and the power. They want be my little reputation. And you know I got the keys to the city, yo. Oh yeah, sorry, wow, jog it. I got the money and the power. Oh yeah, want be my little reputation. And you know I got the keys to the city, yo. Oh yeah, sorry, wow, jog it. Jog it, jog it, jog it, jog it. Sorry, wow, jog it. Jog it, jog it, jog it, jog it. Sorry, wow, jog it.
See, I heard them say, boy, you a player. You just score like Messi, play like. If you break my heart, I go dead to your father. Run from the tiny beat, the 90s bad girl drum. See, I heard them say, boy, you a player. You just score like Messi, play like Kaka, dribble like Picasso. You the like Barcelona, Real Madrid. Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea. I go give you my heart, give you body, do anything for you. Sacrifice my life to be your wife. I'm gonna be there for you. But if you break my heart, I go dead to your father. You gonna be my son, you go call me your mother. Say if you break my heart, I go dead to your father. You gonna be my son, you go call me your mother. I'll go for you. I'll go for you. I'll go for you. So me can't say me. Oh, na na na. Me love you. Yeah. Alright, so me can't say me.
Jersey on the beat. Baby, me tired for this show matter. It don't they give me headache. It feel like say we go take a break. Enough of your promises. You say you gon' make it up to me, but you keep getting worse. When was the last time you carried me go cinema to see a movie? You don't take this thing like play. And when last you tell me to bend over, make you jam the thing and tie. I guess you're giving it to someone else. If you don't give me quality attention, attention. If you don't give me quality attention, I might get it from somebody else. I might get it from somebody else. If you don't give me quality attention,
Show me where the money day. I take where the money day. My people they carry money play. I take where the money day. Show me where the money day. I take where the money day. My people they carry money play. On my city then they call me Born Big. Big women looking very pretty. Come me do it then I take a woman like a guinea nonga. Maka guinea you ya fall down. As an akang baka biggie she go calm down. My polo, I be boss like Marco Polo. Be like say she no tell her 1 or 2 say she follow. Put them on the cruise, do nothing to lose. On the lolo tell her me she move. Tell them sipping juice on the solo. I want the dollar. My boy from Port Harcourt. Give me daddy car.
Fine for me, show me your waist. We are meant to come race, madam. Fine for me, show me your waist. We are meant to come race, madam. Young girl, come on, what you want, you little man. White one, this shit is at the chain.
They call me burner, boy. They call me burner, boy. I see you, baby. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. When I hear for the gal, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I hear for the 7, 8, 9, 10. When I hear for the gal, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh, oh. Say tonight will be a night. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta be doing something right. Hey, Billy Baby, 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 hey, Billy Baby. Oh, oh, oh. Say tonight will be a night. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta be doing something right. Hey, Billy Baby, hey, Billy Baby, hey, Billy Baby. Hey, baby, baby, whoa. Hey, baby, baby, hey, baby, baby. Come check you, my baby. No time, no. My dog is on probation. Another 5 years. And bring girls to his location. No time, no.
Send me the location. This year about vacation. Flight catching, train taking. Soon as my nigga off probation. The boyfriend's on a waiting thing. Looking for one wish on a Ray J thing. I prayed that girl, outrageous thing. But she can't see cause I got shades and thing. Bad girls wanna throw shade and thing. No shade, what shade is your foundation in? Darkest grey, the shade I'm in. 49 more if your babes want sin. I had me a famous thing. Goals and things, gains and things. My house party, a babe station. Girls wanna chase, it's a status thing.
Send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make her come check you, my baby. No time, no. And my dog is on probation. Another 5 years. And bring girls to his location.
It's been on her. Now we start this thing if you recall her. When I record her. But yeah, many years fast forward. Been on her. Now we start this thing if you recall her. When I record her. But yeah, many years fast forward as the world revolves. Still no faller, stay strong, glory to God. Still performer, still thinking your girl. Work hard, that's the reward. All did you see? All did you see? It wasn't gonna all did you see? Now be today. My love back then.
Spin all her. Now we start this thing if you recall her. When I record her, back there, enough time fast forward. Still no baller, at all, giving all glory to God. Come on, I perform, girl, let me daughter, my daughter. Let me move like Ronaldo. Oh.
When I did this being all dangerous, we pull up and within 50 both of us. Ain't nobody come close to us.
This one serious. When I did this being all dangerous, we pull up and within 50 both of us. Nobody come close to us.
Attitude, Kameta ko yoti sayin kweku. Kameta ko yoti design beku. Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku.
Elle est jeton, elle m'a fait un coup. Oh, un laisse au coup de Garawa. It's me can watch out to the Garawa. J'ai vu mon jaï télé, comme ma balai. Rapper ou j'ai moi tu fais mon belé. Oh, ni mon fait, FFL, éthique, bon presse, y'a ton site télé. Wow, Mr. Découdé, j'ai les jokes, d'écouter parole, la parole, SSR, oh, y'a qui va ébou. Oh, mon Denjo, Agbagonjo, il coule les rêches, any bitch, where I handle. My Africans, are you feeling me? My Europeans, are you feeling me? Hey, tell me, I kiss my baby kunju.
Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku.
Be a peace squad, Eddie Joke Beku, any money, Eddie Joke Beku. Yankee Dubai, South Nairobi, money, people shot. Reggae, man, let's shot. Beku, sir. Ukolo. Jekoma, yes, sir. Beku, yes, sir.
Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku. Kametaku, your design beku.
Oh, you are welcome in the name of the Lord. You are welcome in the name of the Lord.
Aquaba.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Good evening, passengers. You are welcome back to Flight 654, the show that takes you from the 6 boroughs of Toronto to the 54 beautiful countries of Africa. I am your host, Tae, and I'm here with my boys.
My name is Mike Truth the Nomad, a.k.a. Boogie McCab.
Okay. And Demi.
And then I go by the name of DJ Damiger. You heard me on the takeoff mix earlier. It's nice to meet you guys.
Awesome. So we got a bit of feedback last week from everyone saying that we didn't really introduce ourselves. So me, Boogie, and Dami are going to tell you a little bit about us. And we've got a special guest in the studio who we're going to intro a bit later on. First of all, my name is Tim Tuckwet George. Boogie, what's your name? What's your real name?
Oh, you guys would love to know that, wouldn't you? Hey, you guys want Justin Trudeau to come find me and Donald Trump and all these presidents, eh?
Oh
fine, I'll tell you my name. My name is Michael Kojo Tumfon Kansan Ampabaden.
Oh, stop. I didn't know that. Bro. Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Say that again one more time, please.
Hey, this is recorded. I don't want to give it too much.
Slower, though.
You guys, no, I'm doing it on purpose so they don't really get to hear me and report all the taxes I haven't paid yet.
True.
Hey, I'm lying. No, I pay my taxes.
Don't
report me.
Don't out yourself.
My full name is Michael Kojo Tumfon Kansan Ampabaden.
Oh, he wasn't
and
lying.
no, I'm not lying. And so basically, like on Instagram, actually, my name I put it as Mike Truth, because basically that's a combination of like my first name, which is Michael, and my last name Ampa. Like that's what I go by. It means truth in tree. So Mike Truth. That's
You just gave out the govy.
I know. Look at that. Hey, you're not listening. Oh, you. This is you're dreaming. You're dreaming.
Dami, how about you? What's your full name?
I have like 5 names, man.
Don't we all?
So DJ Damiger 1, right? Okay, it doesn't count, right?
No, it doesn't count.
So it's Olua Damilola Adenuga Taiwo is my last name. And then I have Sheon Oluseun. I have Olua Shegun. I have...
Wow, he's really listing us all the names on his birth certificate.
I have Adeshino.
Wow.
Bruh, I think we should actually have like a battle of the names, African version.
Bro, I have a long list. I don't even know, but like Mike's name definitely takes the cake.
I got more names by anyone in this room.
Oh, you got more? I got more too, man. What's up? What's up, bruh?
I feel like now you guys have shown me up. I feel like I have to say my name again.
Yeah,
so I'm going to redo. My full name is Temitokwe Efunrinke George. My last name just kind of kills it, but like,
George. Just George.
Yeah, that's cool. So just a quick one. Why did we decide to start the show? Why did we decide to get on radio? Because I feel like everyone's wondering.
Well, they would love to know. You, in listener land, you would love to know, wouldn't you? Nah. I believe that there's a big growing, scene in the Afro-beats. So a lot of people are hearing Afro-beats nowadays in African culture, especially after Black Panther.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, trying to get back in touch with their African roots and whatnot. And us being Africans living here abroad, I think that, it's almost on us to show people what we are about as a culture. So I think it's important for us to have a platform, especially here in Toronto.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. For myself, I'll definitely say the reason why Dami kind of approached me to be a host on the show, and at first I was like, what, radio? I don't think I got a good radio voice. But so far I've been getting good feedback. Thanks so much, guys. But yeah, I'm the type of person that likes to dip my hand in everything, like anything that's exciting, anything that's fun, anything that has to do with something about who I represent. I like to have a part in it. So yeah, when Dami approached me with the idea, I was like, 110%, I'm down. But yeah, Dami, why did you decide to do this?
Well, for me, I got approached to host this radio show by iLive themselves. And I was like, okay, do I just have this as a DJ show for 2 hours? Or do I turn into a mixture of things like a DJ show and then a talk show?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I think a talk show is going to be better because I'm boring. Okay, I'm not boring.
No, honestly, last week especially, I got so many reviews being like, when's Dami's next party? I need to be there. This mix is fire.
Okay, so I'm not boring. All right, well, I just thought it would be more fun and more lit if I had more people in the studio. Obviously, I work with talents every day. Dolo, Boogie, Tae, all the OAB crew. So I'm like, I'm not short of people. I'm not short of talent around me. So let's see who can actually feature, who I can get with me on the show and can get this place lit, And I'm very, 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 very glad that in the last 2-3 weeks, this has been probably one of the latest shows in Toronto. Y'all agree?
Agreed.
Y'all agree?
Agreed.
All right. So that's for me.
Definitely agree.
Like for me, I think obviously there was a void in the true African shows in Toronto. A lot of shows around here are a mixture of Afro and R&B, Afro and Caribbean, Afro and something. Afro infused with something. So for me, it was more like, okay, we need to actually take people down to what Afro really means, like the African community, all the countries inclusive. Plus, the countries we usually don't even consider. So we're talking about Egypt, Morocco, Libya, people north of the Sahara, right? What are these guys talking about? How do they view themselves as Africans? So that's my take on things, really. But thanks for asking the question.
Amazing. Yeah, for me, ever since I came to Canada, I felt like I needed some type of connection back to where I'm from. So initially, when I first came to Canada, I went to the University of Guelph, which was horrible. But I went downtown. I wanted to go to clubs, and I found that every club was all country music. And country music wasn't something I was familiar with, so I was a bit stunned.
Do-si-do, and there you go. All right, okay.
So what I did was I started hiring DJs from Toronto, renting out clubs in Guelph, and started having like Afro-beat parties in Guelph, so that the people who are there, not only just the Africans, just like everyone could be a little bit more exposed to the music. But yeah, I did that, and then later on, I found out there were no African stores in Guelph, which was horrid. Like I couldn't do any groceries or anything, so I started a little mini business while I was there called Afro-Mart, and that was for selling African groceries, not to just people in Guelph, but to people GTA.
That's the Nigerian in you, I think. That's the Nigerian in you.
Yeah, it's the business mind.
The hustler.
I'm trying to make money out here, you know?
Hustler.
And yeah, so when I got this opportunity, obviously I was like, sign me up wherever. But yeah, why did you guys come to Canada in the first place? Let's start there.
You know, I think I should probably ask my pops. Like, because apparently this man, like, he basically gonna get my mom pregnant and then gonna get a scholarship to come to North America. So first he actually got a scholarship to Canada first. Yeah. Then he came here. Then he moved to the United States. And then when I was born, three months later, my mom actually, my mom left and came to North America. And I'm saying North America because they lived between the Bronx, New York, and Montreal, and like interchangeably. And then I think I was about like 4. They sent for me as Africans would say. I got sent for along with my siblings, and yeah, I've been here, and like I haven't gone back home being Ghana. Yeah, which like I think that is changing this year because I'm going back home.
The year of the return.
Bro, until you go back home, I'm not believing you, man.
I know. Boogie says this every year. This year is the year.
You guys are really serious about pulling my card, huh?
You know what I call people like you? The motherland crew. Everybody,
the who crew?
The motherland crew.
Every
time motherland.
Elaborate. What do you mean the motherland crew?
Every time motherland. I must go back to the motherland.
Go back and show us.
I gotta go back to the motherland.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
People like you, go back.
I am. What about you guys? Like what?
What for me, I just feel like maybe not same for Dami, but my parents sent me here for school. I came here to do university, 5 years. I graduated, and I feel like a lot of Nigerians are just the same way. When you come here so young and you finish university, you almost feel like, what am I going back to? You know, like I have built my life here. I have all my friends, everything. This past 5, 6, 7 years I've been here. It's just like, where am I going at this point? I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to get money. So I feel like I'm just stuck in that warp right now. I really want to go back home and move back home for good, but
there's a but. Hey, yeah. Oh wow, you're getting dollars. So the naira beat the nada.
When you convert CAD to naira, it's just like, all right, if I'm getting paid in naira, wow. No, not really. It's not adding up. But
Africa woman, eh?
Do you want me to tell you a secret?
What's up?
Temi's parents in Nigeria are like kings and queens. She's royalty.
Zamunda.
She's Zamunda, right? Zamunda up in this building, bro.
Yo,
I don't know what she's still doing here.
This. They're not kings. No, they're kings and queens in my eyes.
Nah.
Does that count?
Mommy, we from last week, from that. No, we know you, mommy. We know you're avid listener. Yo, shout out to Tae's mom. Yo, she's always tuned in. From Nigeria supporting, we appreciate you, Tame's mom, right. And now we're gonna call you Queen now because we know you're Queen. So when we come to Nigeria, Mama.
From now on, it's Queen George.
Hey,
that's it,
Queen George. You guys are too much.
What about yourself, Dami?
For me, it was a pursuit of something different. Well, primarily it was to come here to do my master's, and obviously the adventurous side of me wanted to venture out of the country at the time, to see what was available in the world, because I've always thought about myself as a global citizen. Yeah. So I just wanted to see what was available to me.
Global.
Look at this man, global citizen.
Global citizen.
You know. So I wanted to see what the opportunities are actually, and what was available to me at the time. So I ventured out, did my master's, finished up. I was like, you know what? I can make it work, you know. I can be here and be there at the same time. So I go back home every year, see what it is, come back here, hustle, go back, see what it is, come back. So I mean, I live in both worlds. I'd say I'm not the motherland crew like Boogie.
Oops. Oh, you hate that.
Boogie hasn't been home for like
you
20
hate that.
years.
Number one hater. It's like, hold up, is that in your Nigerian blood to hate?
Of course not.
Niger.
We have a natural thing with
you
Ghanaians.
guys have bad jollof and just hating blood and this and this. Yeah, I'll go there.
You have to go there.
I will go there. I'm there already.
It's funny how when we're attacking Ghanaians, they always have to bring jollof into the
yeah. It could be a very like bad.
Is that the only thing? Is that the only point you guys do?
Yeah, it's like, hey, jollof. I broke my leg, jollof.
Honestly, you guys need to come up with a new argument because I am tired.
Oh, look at you.
Jollof.
Anyways, no, but like,
jollof wins, shot.
Okay, anyway, yeah, you know, you could dream, but no, it's like, and even that though, I don't think they probably know the whole concept behind the name 654. So, like, the inspiration for that was we were just, you know, trying to see what would be a fitting name for the show, and we're like, wait. Cause like Tim, if you guys don't know, the king, Timmy's pops, the king. He's actually a pilot. He's he's an accomplished pilot, and he was in town, and we were like, yo, what should we call our show? And then we're like, oh, you know what, Flight, okay, something like that. And then we're like, we are in Toronto. There's six boroughs here in the GTA, and you know what? Let's make it a cool thing. Let's call it Flight 6. So from the 6 boroughs of the GTA to the 54 countries of Africa. And so like along with that too, if you guys notice, even like I think subconsciously when people are speaking about our continent, it's a beautiful thing, that unity. However, though, there's 54 countries, 54 different cultures, representations, and everything. So, you know, I think sometimes along the conversation, you know, like the other countries may get lost. You mostly might hear Nigeria or Ghana, but then there's Eastern Africa, there's other countries and such. So we're like, you know what, let's make a platform where anybody from any industry and like basically anywhere could basically come and share with us like what we don't know about their country, and hopefully we expand our knowledge of Africa, and you know, just like put people on what that's what's really good.
Y'all want to know another secret?
What's the secret?
Boogie is like the brain behind all the names we have on the show. Like, he thought about 654. I was still thinking about stuff like Avenue 654. I was just thinking about some crazy shit though. Like,
names are so bad.
My names were bad, really. I'm not the best to come up with names. And then Boogie just like, Timmy's dad's in town. Let's call it Flight, right? And then that's how it all began. I was like, okay, let's take people from the 6 boroughs of the GTA, the Toronto, to the 54 countries of Africa. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, you know?
At first I was still kind of like, 654. But then my dad was driving and we were in the car and I was like, Dad, Boogie just suggested Flight 654. And my dad doesn't talk much and he was just like, So I was just like, cool, that sounds like a yes. But honestly, growing up, I always wanted to be a pilot because of my dad. But when I found out you had to like study to do that, I was just like, I'm out.
Because I studied.
What did you think before?
Wow.
So what did you think before? It's a great opportunity to be a...
They'll just give you plane to fly.
This is a great opportunity to stare a plane. Hopefully this goes really well. Yeah, follow us on all our social media. Mine is at TAEMEETOPE.
Well, mine is at M as in Mike, I as in India, C as in Congo, _ T as in Tanzania, R as in Rwanda, U as in Uganda, T as in Togo, H as in, where is the H in Africa? Eh? You give me an H in Africa.
I don't know, man.
As in Harare. There you go, Harare.
But and you, Dami?
So my social media is DJ Damiger.
Awesome.
And for those who are not following our social media yet, on Flight 654 is literally Flight, FLIGHT 6. But the 6 is like the number 6,
like
IX.
Drake 6. 6 IX.
I actually didn't. I didn't know you were doing that. Like, I didn't know that was a concept. But anyways, Flight 6, the number 6, IX 54. So 654 on Instagram and all social media platforms, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Awesome.
so. I think so.
So we have an amazing guest in the studio today.
Yo.
We're gonna intro right now.
Yo. If you are anybody from Rwanda, the beautiful, 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 beautiful country of Rwanda, the country of 1,000 hills. Yeah, did I get that? That you guys basically, y'all might be familiar with this man, his beautiful music. His name, he goes by the name of Kasa. Yes. But I'm gonna let my brother come in and introduce himself a bit more, sir.
Thank you. Thanks. My name is Kasa. My formal names is. I am losing at the name game here. But my actual real name, my legal name is Daddy Manzi Khaleesi, which is way shorter than you guys. I feel like I should add 2 or 3. Yeah, but that's my legal name. I am a Rwandese musician, and I live in Toronto, loving it. Hating the winter though.
As are we.
So actually, what brought you to Canada?
Man, my journey to Canada is just like a series of just me being an adventurous person, really. I moved from Rwanda. Yeah, I moved from Rwanda to LA first for a couple of years, and it was just for music, really. Like I had just gotten to a point where, see, doing music in Rwanda when I was doing music was kind of like interesting because it was like post-genocide Rwanda. Not really everybody is in the mood for entertainment, and here I am trying to be a musician and a singer, And so there's a point where I started just feeling like I just need to go in a place where I can expand a little bit more, There's a point where I just felt like there's so much that I could grow where I'm from. It was just a little bit... Like when the city started becoming a big fish in a small pond, it just started feeling a little bit boring. So I moved to LA initially to just like pursue music, really, and then from LA I decided to move to Canada. It was just I literally decided this one night. I was like, you know what? I don't like this place anymore. I just want to go somewhere else.
Wow.
And that weekend, I booked a flight to Canada.
Wow.
And here I am.
Big boy.
Yo, making big boy moves.
Yeah, and I moved here. I've been here I've been here for 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been back home?
Oh yeah, I go home every other.
Oh, so you're not like me. What's the name, Dami? What's it called?
The Motherland Crew.
Motherland Crew. Yeah.
I'm semi-motherland.
Yeah. You're in and out.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the genocide in Rwanda. Were you there during that time?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how was that?
Not fun.
I would imagine, right?
Not fun. Yeah, it was a really dark time for the whole nation, really, and anyone who's Rwandan, wherever you were, really, because even if you were not in the country, you were, you had uncles and aunts and all that. So it was really a dark time for Rwandans, and which makes it even more impressive how much we bounced back out of that,
That is my next point, actually.
Yeah, we bounced back, bounce back, Yeah.
Let's just say Rwanda's bounce back game is incredible.
Yeah, on fleek.
Rebound game is, because honestly, I read somewhere about how the cleanliness of Rwanda. I think they're probably the most cleanest nation in Africa.
Yeah. Right now, it's the cleanest nation in Africa.
That's insane, and that actually even goes against Tammy. I don't know if you ever seen commercials on Africa. What do you usually see, Tammy, when you see commercials?
Kids with flies on their face and all that rubbish.
Don't get me wrong. When white people come to do commercials in Rwanda, they go into villages and take the poor kids and the flies too. They don't care about the cleanness. Yeah, they really try to go.
They have an actor fly.
Yeah,
that they just send into the video.
I'll put that on this.
They bring their own flies in the village. They're just them,
just
for photo
sit
op.
on this guy's
Oh
face.
Yeah. They won't show the cleanness of Kigali.
No.
and that's the thing. Actually, I wonder, how do you guys even keep it so clean? When you look at Asia, they have countries I think is Singapore.
Yeah.
From what I heard, Rwanda is similar to it in terms of cleanliness. Where
is there
anything that you guys are doing to ensure that it stays like that?
Man, the one thing that I can say about Rwandans is mindset. Like, obviously, after coming out of such a extreme experience, like we were people who were more like willing to like do something better and do it collectively. You know, the first thing that we did collectively was, of course, like the reconciliation process. And after something like that, it's like you bond. It's like we really bond and we start understanding what it means to like collectively do things together. You know, so like like Rwanda is one of those countries where, like when for example the government came up with the whole concept of no plastic bags, so you cannot find any plastic bags in Rwanda.
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, say that again. No what?
So in Rwanda,
yes,
you cannot find plastic bags. Like plastic bags have been banned for like the past 10 years now.
Wow.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, just pause. I'm about to do something right now. That's for the Rwandan government. That is for the Rwandan
That's
government.
massive because you know, like the government. That's what the government
They're trying to do
now
here.
in Canada. They're trying to do that.
10 years
and
later.
it's not even working.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, like the day that they explained why we need to ban plastic bags, how it's harmful for the environment, and we're trying to make this like a little bit of a green paradise, and kind of we're like, makes sense. And everybody just stopped buying plastic bags. Everybody just stopped using plastic bags, just like that. So it's like there's a mindset in Rwanda that we need to take this somewhere else together. And whenever there's a new idea of what we need to do collectively to make this better, we're all like, hey, let's go. You know, like Rwanda is the only country in the world where there is a monthly communal like cleaning thing. So we call it umuganda. So basically, the last Saturday of the month, or is it the first? The first or the last Saturday of the month, we like the whole country come together. There's no work, no buses, nothing operates. Wow. So the whole country come together and you clean your neighborhood. And just like that, that's how we keep it clean.
Wow. No, they can Justin and our environmental leader, like, are you guys taking notes? Like,
it's safe to say that Rwanda is a first world nation, bro. Like they're first in everything, cleanliness, all these things, man.
And no, seriously, your environment. I think your environment really, it really affects how you think physically and emotionally. And
yes.
Like whenever I come across my Rwandese friends, they're very calm in nature.
Yeah,
very calm.
I'm the only one who's not calm. I'm one of those few ones that are just
Cassie, get this, yo. He like, aside from making amazing music, this man.
He's zen. It's not even calm. He's zen, man. I don't know. But when it's time to be lit, he's lit. Yeah. But he's just zen.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So like more about Rwanda. So if a person that doesn't know a Rwandese person, like when you meet a Rwanda person, how do we greet a Rwanda person in your language? Saying
we hug.
Oh
yeah, like hugging
my
is a whole
kind of
thing.
people.
Yeah, like we, hugging is a big thing, but I hug everybody. And even if you think it's weird, I don't care. I'll hug the shit out of you. We hug. Yeah, and we like actually, if you meet an older Rwandan person, you're gonna get a hug festival. Like we have this thing where they hug you every time they wish something for you. Like, I wish you health. I wish you this. If this person has 10 wishes for you, you're getting 10 hugs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we hug, and the common way to say hi is bite or miriwe.
Bite.
Yeah, bite is what's up.
What's up?
Yeah.
Bite.
Yeah. Learning some Kinyarwanda today, huh?
A language called Kinyarwanda?
Kinyarwanda.
Kinyarwanda.
Yes.
Bite.
Yeah, bite. Bite is just what's up.
Okay. Yeah. And so, like, let's say I'm in Rwanda, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood for some traditional Rwandese food.
Yeah.
What am I eating?
We have a lot, man. We have lots. We have igisafuria. We have imvange. We have most dishes back home are like kind of like a mix of it's almost like a what do they call it in America? Is it jambalaya?
Jambalaya.
Yeah, like jambalaya, but that's like a rice and stuff like that. Like most Rwandan dishes are like a combination of things. It's like a whole bunch of things, just like a big ass stew that is, we don't have jollof.
Is it like you guys all sit around and then eat? Oh, nice.
Yes, we're all about that.
What's the idea behind that?
Just sitting and eating around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a. I think it's just like a traditional. I don't think we have really like a meaning behind it other than just everyone just eat together. It's more fun,
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the nightlife like back home? Because that's really what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna come.
Yo, the nightlife in Kigali is insane.
I can
now.
imagine.
Yeah,
like other African countries have such good nightlife. It's just like not put out there, and we don't know. So I really want to know.
It is quite insane. But like, see the nightlife and the party life in Rwanda is kind of like interesting. Like like you say, Rwandans tend to be a little bit more of a Zen people.
Yeah.
So like most places that you go to, it's not like a huge turn up, but it's like places where people gather and just like chill and hang out and talk and stuff. You won't find like people dancing crazy other than the clubs, But it's more like lounges where people go and hang out, share a drink and chat and stuff like that. But it's still lit. It's still very, very like every time I go home, I don't sleep for like a whole month. Yeah.
And one thing I noticed too, I'm pretty sure that they just clean up after themselves after the club. They're like, all right.
Yeah. Or too drunk to clean.
Yeah. No, but honestly, like, I really love like the nation of Rwanda because I have a few friends from Rwanda, and I'm like, man, these people are just so zen out. And I noticed too. So like a quick correction, like guys, I noticed that last week when we were talking about the flag, like for Rwanda, I think there was a change in the flag. Like there used to be an R.
Yeah.
And then what's the colors now? And like,
so the colors now we have blue, yellow, and green, and then a sun within the blue. Yeah. So the green obviously represent the land and stuff like that. I think the blue represents something about unity.
Okay.
And then the yellow, I don't remember. Yeah. But yeah, we have this new flag.
Yeah, because I know last week we thought it was the one with the R that was still in effect.
Yeah.
No, that one is gone.
So that was like an older one?
Yeah, that was like the old before even the genocide.
Wow.
This was the flag was changed a few years after the genocide. So the new one is the one that we have. We're flying high.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, like I'm loving this, and like I mean, like we're here talking to Casa about the beautiful nation of Rwanda, and we're just taking our time getting to know a bit about the nation. But like we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get to know a bit more about the man himself, Casa, the man that came out of Rwanda. So like DJ Damiger, we're just gonna go on break for a quick sec, and we might just like let y'all know what's up. This is Flight 654 on our live
Your body go rest you, my body begin you. Your body go rest you. Body go rest you. Your tongue go confess you. Your head go correct you. You know go forget you. So you get the concept. Then the person. You go learn your own lesson. Everybody keep on searching for miraculous blessings.
Number one on the World Wide Web. iLive Radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio. This is Jay Most. Enjoy.
How you doing? What's good? It's Nkechi the Lyrical, sitting in my zone here, vibing and listening to iLive. And if you don't know, get to know. And if you do know, you don't know. And if you know, then relax and enjoy the ride.
Welcome to iLive Radio. Hi, I'm ODJ, your host from Amalgamation in Sound. Join me every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. where I'll bring you the very best in UK soul, house, broken beat and everything in between. Remember to join in every Saturday 6 to 8 p.m. for Amalgamation in Sound. See you there.
Hey, peace and blessings. This is Lucia D inviting you to join me each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. for Honey Drop here on iLive Radio. Journey with me each week as I spin the latest international sounds in new soul, R&B, hip-hop, and a little taste of everything in between. Every show features independent producers from across the globe in the beats beneath, and the 10 sweetest vibes of the week smooth out the night in the 10 Drop. Honey Drop, each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, here on iLive Radio. Serving up audible treats like honey, always with a heavy beat drop.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
Djibouti, Burundi, let's go to Angola, where the dance Kuduru and Kizomba. Then we can go all the way to Nigeria. Paco Jemmy while we visit Liberia. Azonto Pilolo where we stop at Ghana. Morocco, Somalia, don't forget Uganda. And so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flight 654. All on board, let's go.
Damiger is gonna teach you how to
celebrate.
I'm gonna teach y'all how to celebrate. All we do is love, never celebrate. The girl now live it too late. Celebrate. Clap one time, it's celebrate. I can teach you how to kung fu, but baby, I can teach you how to zanku. Hey, but first you're gonna relax, boo. Your body stiffer than a whole bamboo. Take a deep breath, decompress. Then you cross your arms on your chest. Lean forward, then side step. Then you can bounce east to west. Don't forget though, double step. Gotta bring your knees to your chest. Shake shoulders, smile on deck. Ain't until you're so blessed. Take a deep breath, decompress. Then you cross your arms on your chest. Lean forward, then side step. Then you can bounce east to west. Don't forget though, double step. Gotta bring your knees to your chest. Shake shoulders, smile on deck. Ain't until you're so blessed. We got drinks and food, everybody. 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 We got drinks and food, everybody.
The moment I see you now, up there, lady, oh, my lady, oh, oh, whoa. This your body go cause your oh yeah. Baby, oh, my lady, oh, 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 oh. Because the way that you shake your uku, my baby, you must come. Oh yeah, make you shake it to your baba. Oh yeah, rock bottom, make you no go give me your bala. I should make you give me balance size, scatter your baka. Oh yeah, I must to be all over. Oh yeah, rikbata, you to the shaka. One bottle of Togo yaro. My baby from Colorado. Yellow CC, my odora. Body de oku your temper. Amaka body sweet bass oteba. Okay, mute kaki one cause yapa. Shana wale oh ti oh oh. I'ma get you want on me to epa. She don't see me for telly. She start to call me baby. If I day your body oh, take a easy shorty oh. Make her choke your socket. Money full my pocket. Shorty oh. My body, oh yeah. The moment I see you now up there, oh. Lady, oh, my lady, oh, oh. Whoa. This your body go cause your oh yeah. Baby, oh, my lady, oh, oh, oh. Because
like you a body long. What I like more. All I'm doing bad to DRP. Just come my wallet ball. See the way we the ball. See the way we the flex. See the way we the turn up. See the way we the shama.
Shama, oh yeah. Shama, oh yeah. Shama, oh yeah. Shama, oh
See this girl, I love the road. She find me like Diana Rose. She's on yellow, I like load. She carry back now heavy load. I tell her sister, I want to follow you, go. She tell me, mister, you cannot follow me, go. Oh no, conquerability, me conquerability. Conquerability, me conquerability. Conquerability, me conquerability. I go show you, say conquerability.
Kimi Anita Beka iwa no shasha nida. Kimi lawa muja jojo shina pitas. Crazy day all you have be araziga. Allahu God, you are my holy wakiwa. Lori standing. For me let your consi. Pull your body baby. Look.
What else? She said, give me that 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. What's if I want me, sa, baka.
Girl, give me that 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots. Me the wanna suck, baka.
She say she no tired, she know the tiger, she want more. Say she no tired, she know the tiger, she want more. Say she no tired, she know the tiger, she want more. She say she no tired, she know the tiger, she want more.
She dey give it to me, Lily Gadoji. She's loving my abochi. Hey, oh my love, no be play, you dey come to play. Hey, Lily Gadoji, she's loving the abochi. Oh my love, hey, oh I give me hello.
Girl, I like the way you look fantastic. Your body bad, oh bombastic. Everything you do is romantic. When we in the bedroom, it's gymnastics. Why you worry about the chicks? In Pemukia, we plastic, all of them plastic. Wind up your waist and give me that. Turn back at home, so give me back, oh. One chop you like kitty cat. Wind up your waist and give me that. Turn back on him, I give me back, oh. One chop you like kitty cat. She said, give me that 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. What's if I want me, sa, baka.
Girl, give me that 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots. Me the wanna suck.
Everybody told me to be careful, that girl be psycho. Everybody told me to be careful, that girl be psycho. I said it's okay, I like psycho. All my friends told me to be careful, that girl be freaky. I said it's okay, I like freaky. Everybody told me to be careful, that girl be trouble. I said I don't care, I be trouble. Everybody told me to be careful, that girl be fire. I said it's okay, I'll play with fire. Hey, now they say we're scandalous. They say you and me be dangerous. Gasoline and fire. They say we're scandalous. They say you and me be dangerous. Gasoline and fire. Oh, now they say we're scandalous. They say you and me be dangerous. Gasoline and fire. Hey, now they say we're scandalous. They say you and me be dangerous. Like gasoline and fire.
International.
We'll be like Whitney and Bobby. Party all night in Miami. Fly to Vegas and get married. And honeymoon in Kigali. Let's say we scandalous. Let's say you want me be dangerous. Like gasoline and fire. Let's say we scandalous. Let's say you want me be dangerous.
Okay, that was Dangerous by Casa Mafia. Damn, that's how y'all party in Rwanda?
Yeah,
I'm coming through. Yo, the studio was lit. I was like, okay, I didn't even know what to do. Like, is it Zanku? I don't know. How do you guys like? Is there like a specific dance back home?
Not. We just dance everything that everybody's dancing.
I just
really.
I just have an image in my head and just see the club just all doing the same thing, and I just want to be in that scene. Oh my god! So where did you get the inspiration for this song? Like, it's so lit, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so
it's lit.
This song was actually like quite a bit of a challenge for me.
Yeah.
It's actually this is actually how do you pronounce that?
Jicom. Well, I say Jicom.
Jicom.
What's that?
It's actually called come.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, can you teach me? Because
I don't even know how to say it.
Wait, so whenever where's it from? Is it from South Africa?
Yes, from South Africa.
Right? So the next time when we get South Africa,
get them to say
it's
that.
Actually GQOM.
Yeah, GQ. Yeah. However you choose to pronounce that, it must be right. But so I got in touch with these producers through my cousin who's a DJ. He throws a party called Ubuntu. His name is Ashiel DJ Jurgen Morgan. And so he lived in South Africa for a little while and knew he just had some contacts there. And so these guys got in touch with him, trying to get in touch with artists that are not South African, because they kind of like were growing a little bit bored of working with just South African artists doing home. And they thought, hey, it might be interesting if we got like some artists that are not South Africa and see what they will actually do on a home beat, right? So my cousin got in touch, put them in touch with me, and I was like, oh, hell the fuck yeah. Sorry. Hell the boop, yeah. I'm definitely getting on it. And so it was the first time for me to do something that is not really, see, I'm mostly into like Kinyarwanda R&B and kind of like slower tunes like that. So it was a challenge for me to try to bring my personality on something that is clearly like a whole different style. Like I had to erase like 3 or 4 versions where I felt like I sounded a little bit too much like my Fiki Zolo or like any South African that I knew in my head. And I felt like I was just too stuck in there to try to sound South African until I actually produced something that I felt like was not me mimicking anything. It was actually just me singing on that beat, really. And this is it.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Amazing.
What are some of the lyrics on there? I was trying to pick at it.
So the whole story is me noticing this girl and all my boys telling me, no man, she bad, she's not good for you, just like
she's dangerous.
And me being the guy who's into getting into trouble, I'm like, it's okay, I like trouble, you know. They tell me she's freaky, I'm like, I like freaky, you know. They tell me she gonna burn you like fire, I'm like, I like fire, I like playing with fire, you know. So it's basically me saying, it doesn't matter what y'all say, man. I'll go for this.
I'm going for it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. No, so like, and even that though, your name Casa, it's a dope name. How'd you come up with that name?
That's another story. Before I actually started releasing music as like a musician, because there wasn't a lot of a lot of music scene in Rwanda. So the one way to create it, like all the local radios, there was like a couple of new radios that were popping up here and there. Right. All the new radios were kind of like just obsessed on playing like American music and Ugandan music and stuff like that, but no contents, no local contents. Right. So to me, like I felt like that needed to change. I felt like I needed to influence something. Yeah. And unfortunately, I couldn't just like walk up to a radio DJ who has his own show, who knows what they're doing, and trying to like get them to play more local content, you know. The only way for me to do that was to become a radio DJ myself. Right. So I joined a radio station called Contact FM, which was like one of the #1 radios back home, and I started a show there called Route 66, and made that show so crazy. Like it was a format that people were not used to back home. Like radio was something serious. Like people would get on radio to like talk about things serious. I went on radio screaming, making like really inappropriate jokes and like stuff like that. And that attracted so many people that I use now that radio to launch all the new local artists and all the new local music. So when I got on radio, because my real name is Daddy, And I was like, that's not a cool name. I'm
Real
not just
name
gonna
is
go.
Daddy?
Yeah, but like back then I didn't think it was a cool name. I was just like, I'm just like gonna get on MC Daddy. That just didn't feel right, you know? So I started looking for a name, and a friend of mine who was in the studio at that time recommended Casanova. So I started going as Casanova. So Casa is a short of Casanova.
Cool.
Because that also turned a little bit weird after a
Ooh la
while.
la.
Being called Casanova and Daddy. That was just too much. Yeah, so that's how Casa came about. It's just a shorter version of Casanova.
That's crazy.
Ooh la la.
Which may or may not have anything to do with Giovanni Casanova.
I know it may or it may not.
May or may not. Keywords.
What about on that same topic though? I guess like influencers, like who we say are some of your biggest influencers?
Growing up, I was just inspired by any and everything, really. I was a lot into like the old R&B, like Babyface and stuff like that, like people that nobody knows today, you know. Like I was really into like Babyface, into like Joe, the musician Joe, unfortunately R. Kelly. Like I was really into like the old R&Bs, you know, like the old stuff. That's really what I grew up kind of like looking. And when I started doing music, I actually am one of the first musicians in Rwanda that introduced R&B in Kinyarwanda. And yeah,
That's
it was
really
just
good to know.
Yeah, it was just because I was really influenced by all that R&B that I grew up listening to, Whitney Houston and all that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm the grandfather of Kinyarwanda R&B.
We got the granddaddy. Granddaddy Casa.
The granddaddy.
Yo, get this one.
Yo, we got the grandpa in the house. Y'all better put some respect on his name. Nah, honestly.
Yo, man.
And so like have you like do you do tours back home and things like that?
Yes. Yeah, I see my biggest following is back home, really.
Right. I would have thought so.
Yeah, so every other year I have to go back home and do shows and do promos and do stuff like that. I literally have to go mostly like it's kind of like a weird thing because my family's there too, and when I'm there I'm like doing a lot of music business related stuff. So it's kind of like hard to really split myself between the two. So some years I go mostly for the family, and some years I go mostly for the music kind of thing. Yeah.
So do you have any upcoming music that we should be looking forward to? Anything that we should look out for?
Yes, I hope people like so the whole of last year I hooked up with my boys from 3.0 Music, and we have been just recording a shitload of stuff. Like we have literally like shitload of stuff coming up. We're going to try to launch it on March 13th. So on March 13th we're gonna have quite a big show. We're preparing like a big show.
Where? In Toronto?
Yeah, it's in Toronto. We'll have our own first live music show, and so it will be me and the 3.0 boys, and so we're gonna finally try to show what we've been working on for the
How
whole
about
year.
your fans back home? Like, are you gonna be coming back home anytime soon?
Yes, I'm going home in July. So I'm going home in July. Yes, yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah, I'm going home in July because I haven't been there in like a couple of years, and since then I've released like I haven't been there in 2 years. Since then I've released like 5 songs that people are like kind of trying to see me perform live and stuff. So it's time to go home.
Yeah.
I'm going home in July. Yeah.
Damn. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, no, but you're right though. Like those 3.0 boys, they're doing their thing, man. Like,
they've been working.
Yeah, they've been
at work.
And like, you know what? Like last time I heard you guys recently, you guys had like this like an open mic or
we had a little jam
session. Right? That was amazing. Like I heard you sing. I'm like, yo, this brother can sing. And so
I try.
So now that you're here,
okay,
I'm like, yo,
Mike is gonna put you on the spot.
Like, no, nah.
He's gonna put you
on the
spot.
radio, and I need to hear you into this microphone, sing to these people that are listening right now.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Give us a little something, Mr. Casa.
All right. So talking about 3.0, this is a song that we recorded a couple of years, like when we actually started recording our projects, and it's the one song that I'm really mostly excited to release this year. It's called Back to Life, and it goes like, I was lost and couldn't find my way. Hey, Baby, you came and you showed me the way. With just a touch, you took my breath away. Hey, you bring me back to life. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
Hey.
Yeah, you bring me back to life.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
mm-mm. Yeah, you bring me back to life. Da-na-na-na.
Hey.
Da-na-na-na. Yeah, you bring me back to life. Yeah, you bring me back to.
Damn. When you said he could sing, I was like, oh, nice, but damn.
Thank you.
Very nice voice. Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to that song.
Yeah, I'll tag you all when it comes out.
Please.
Definitely come on here and promote it anytime. We got you, my brother.
Yes, we'll be back here.
And I just wanted to know, where can people find you if they're looking for your
social media?
So on Instagram, I am Casa Mafia. So CASSAMAFFIA. Extra F because I'm extra.
Same here.
So Casa Mafia on Instagram. I am really mostly on Instagram, really. On YouTube, you can find me as Casa Manzi. There's a few of my stuff there. Go check me out and don't laugh.
That was dope, man.
Yeah.
No, that was dope. So thank you. So now we are just gonna jump back into the takeoff mix with DJ Damiger. Hey, let's get it.
We actually forgot to acknowledge the Grammys during the weekend. Just as a shout out to Burna Boy, although he didn't win, but he won.
He won.
You know what I'm saying?
In our hearts, he won.
You know what I'm saying?
Angelique Kidjo.
Angelique Kidjo. And I was coming to her. Yeah. But Angelique Kidjo she's a legend.
Yes.
But sometimes, in my opinion, it's just calling the Grammys and say, take me out of consideration. I've won it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And give it to Burna Boy.
Yeah.
But still, shout out to Angelique Kidjo. I started this take-up mix this afternoon with Angelique Kidjo. I started with 2 of her songs. I've been on her Burna Boy roll all the way. So shout out to both of them. Shout out to Coffee too.
Yes.
She won the first. She was the first reggae female artist, right?
Yeah.
Youngest or first? And 19. Youngest female. So shout out to Coffee. She's doing great things. Yes. And she's repping Africa. She's always on those African Burna Boy covers, right? Yeah. So I'm about to go back in the mix. I'll see y'all soon.
Gasoline and fire. Gasoline and fire. Gasoline and fire. Gasoline and fire.
ngiyayaza bamjelanga manje zompalaza mangena baba minganga manje ngiyalivusa asimi ninking ulova ngenze oza taka yebo njengendakumba yebo angona squeeze ya yebo anzokuncula yebo shaku yebo njengojuju yebo siyaphilisa yebo sochuluka kodwa naile walk outfit wodwalo naile walk outfit wodwalo
Party no go nice if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go nice if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go sweet if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go soft if girls no day. If girls no day, Teresa, call am, Amaka, call am, Jennifer, call am, Abena, call am, Abosua, call am, Kafaya, call am, Amaka, call am. The party no go nice if girls no day.
The party no go tap if na sausage fest. Lie, it cannot make sense. I forgot Chichi, she too like Mola. Oh boy, that KB super. Natalie say she fit bring rice cooler. Say she go come if we book her Uber. But Shade say she can get here sooner. With all those her friends with the boss medulla. I dey calculate based on spending. Everybody message, they for pending. Now you don't dey free, Joe, eat plenty. I'm a diesel self, don't dey for engine. If anybody form a swagger, no time. Tell them make the jump okada. Na party I dey do, I am not their father. And I'm not the Lagos State governor either.
The party no go nice if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go nice if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go sweet if girls no day. If girls no day, the party no go soft if girls no day. If girls no day, Teresa, call am, Amaka, call am, Jennifer,
see, I just came back
call
from Ghana,
Abena,
and I want to share the stuff that everyone was doing over there.
Call am,
QB tried to show me how to do it. He sat me down in this place, and he said to me, nobody wanna see you rising, and when they do, they don't even like it. They just wanna see you deep in crisis. Drive yourself, you don't need a license. Holler her, she can even ride it. Go ahead, move your feet just like this. Then he showed me the latest. We walk over them haters. Now what you do, man, azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto, azonto. Now watch me do my azonto, azonto. We walk over them haters. Now what you do, man, azonto, 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 azonto. We walk over the haters.
Sexy girls, posa wapi Bashele bitoko na lobi bobo mani wapi Chérie, sexy ya kapoto yo Noko sebelisa yo na diban Chérie, sexy ya kapoto yo Mama, bébé, zonga nandako Chérie, sexy, fais-moi confiance Na pour satisfaire yo vraiment il s'appelle Divan on est son personne qui a fait il s'appelle Divan on est son personne qui a fait c'est ma lèvre
kí ló dé tẹ̀kì tọ́jú aya yín aya máa ṣọ́yàbà kùsì lára yín ẹ̀kálá bye bye to your boyfriend bye bye to your boyfriend bye bye to your boyfriend ọkọ tí kò ṣàpẹ́pẹ́ tí kò ṣàpòpò bye bye to your boyfriend. After la vie, I'm sorry, I'm single, I am not searching. You look like you are shaking the air, but boy, when we are not dating. I'm
sorry, I am not searching. You look like you are shaking the air, but when we are not dating. Pepe them, Kola le pepe them, oh. Pepe to gadu, etete ye oh. Pepe them, Kola le pepe them, oh. Pepe to gadu, etete ye oh. Sorry, I'm single, I am not searching. You look like you are shaking the air, but when we are not dating. I'm single, I'm sorry, I am not searching. You look like you are shaking the air, but when we are not dating. Don't let it not any believe everybody. Brother, kilo je take touch you I am a shanyaba, pushi lara ekala, right back.
Não olha pra mim. Não olha pra mim. Mas eu quero fazer da Camunim.
DJ Damiger.
Gajo vem pra mim outro dia. Ele disse assim. Gajo vem pra mim outro dia. Ele disse assim. É para você dançar. Ele disse assim. É para você dançar. Ele disse assim. Mas eu disse para ele: por que você não dança? Quer eu quero te ver fazer. Eu quero te ver fazer. Teca Monique. Teca Monique, teca. Teca Monique, deixa. Teca Monique, deixa. Teca Monique, teca. Teca Monique, deixa.
Just an ordinary day till you came around. I had my feet on the ground. So much for that. Just an ordinary day till you came around, and now my life's upside down. Imagine that. And it's all because I heard you say. And it's all because I heard you say. And it's all because I walked your way. And I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, I heard you say, and I heard you say, and I heard you say.
JP the production.
Jesu ni wo, pesa kote shimole. Pesa na, pesa kote shimole. Eba mo Jesu ni wo, pesa kote shimole. Pesa na, pesa kote shimole. Shimole, pesa kote shimole. Pesa na, pesa kote shimole. Shimole, pasa de shimole. Pesa na, You want that tẹ̀sí mọ́lẹ̀. Ṣé mo da coaster? Tó wọ́n tẹ̀ mí tí yóò kọjá. Àbò sùn, ṣèbí yẹn ni pé mo gbó fà. Má lọ fà o, it's not for children, má lọ fà. Ó lọ fà, ó lọ jìnnà, ó lọ fà. Àwa wà o, àwọn nìkan má lọ wá. Tó bá wá, àwa náà ṣàna máa bá. Òjò tó rọ̀ nígbàdàn ló ká pátá. Ìgbà tó jó rọ̀ lálẹ́ àná ó bọ́ pátá. Àbí wọn náà kàn sing, set àwọn Beyonce. Ọmọ tó sọ, why you acting like you can't see? See that back see, make a man want to crash. After shows after party. 44 minus 4, I'm 40. 19 minus 1, I'm 18. Millions malawa, over your J-Cone in the Jesu fun wa. We're fine, there is nothing wrong. Money is getting long. My hair is getting long. In your bed, because it's getting long.
You're now live with the Takeoff Mix with DJ Damiger. I'm live here in the iLive studios. We got my man Boogie, we got my man Tae. We got a special guest in the building, in case you didn't never heard. His name is Casa. Casa still up in here in the building. Shout out to Casa. Poop. Alright, let's get this party started. Now.
What politics? It's plenty there. White girl free kick though. Oh no, fair for me. Nigeria ya were. Oh me to wa lako mi. Asian girl tibinu. Only kitty body. Brazilian girl sabi. Àwọn yẹn máa gbé tọ́ mi. Tingaza. Everything Tingaza. Tingaza. You watch our Tingaza. Tingaza. Everything Tingaza. Tingaza. You watch our Tingaza. Ọmọ méjì fẹ́ ọkọ. DJ Damiger.
on. Hey, come on, yeah. I saw him in the flip, yeah, yeah. Et que le jack, yeah. Quand on dit le samabo, on doit la jack, yeah. On doit la faille, yeah. Parce qu'on le check, yeah. On doit la hands, yeah. Et yo, wait a minute, ma jack, ma wait a minute, oh. Ma wait a minute, ma jack, ma wait a minute, oh. You know some money know the problem. Let's go. Yeah, me and no home for my boy for. Carry the jump and the dose for. But I'm a come to team into mental support. The human the assignment and mad door. I don't wanna reminisce how we used to be. I don't think you even know what you mean to me. When you mean your macadam with a new release. I miss you, and you be my new disease. Would you will you be my boo for life? Someone coming home, I think I don't feel survive. We took my day, I don't see your type. Really wanna see your face, we could meet for Skype. But then I'm a dog, face, I would have been pinna. Over say you're good, I would have my dentina. Then share the supper wins you fan hammer. Then you're brown, you're twice what I'm to meet your mama. Oh yeah. And I want to meet your papa. Oh yeah. Said I want to meet your mama. Oh yeah. And I want to meet your papa. Oh yeah. You made me wanna go down the one knee. Go down the one knee. Go down the one knee. Go down the one knee.
The ladies. Okay. Get that picking. You look like your mama picking. See as your body super complicated. It be like say you go sabi the thing. Fine girl, better picking. You look like your mama picking. See as your body super complicated. It be like say you go sabi the thing. Fine girl, fine girl, sexy girl, fine girl. You say good girl, fine girl, sexy girl, fine girl. You say good girl.
Where your body beat? Where your body beat? Where your body beat? Hit my head, hit my head, my head, hit my head, hit my head. What do you can do, Bema? Yeah. What do you can do, Bema? Oh yeah. What do you can do, Bema? Yeah. What do you can do, Bema? Oh yeah. What do you can do, Bema? Yeah. What do you can do, Bema? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the left like this. Hey. Everybody put your hands in the air. Then move to the right like this. Hey. Let's go. Left, right, then left, then right. Hey. Then left, then right. Hey. Then left, then right. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Hey. You saw it. Hey. Hey, 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 hey.
J'attends un appel de ma mère.
Ah, laisse tout ça. Mon ami, je dis, tu ne vois pas les filles. On t'invite à un joker et toi, tu viens pour taper les styles. Je wonder si toi, mon ami. Si tu n'avais pas envie d'un joker, Mola, il fallait rester chez toi. Il faut pas nous gâter la fête, hein. Il faut pas nous prendre la tête, hein. Depuis je te vois, on dirait que tu n'as pas l'air dans ton assiette, hein. Papa, si ça ne va pas, tu peux toujours aller te coucher. Parce que ici c'est la fête et tout le monde a l'obligation de bouger. On est là pour s'amuser, on est là pour s'enjailler. Même la police ne va pas nous arrêter. C'est jusqu'au matin qu'on va travailler. Il y a beaucoup de petits. Fais ton choix. Si tu ne sais pas comment faire, un mot là, fais comme moi. Récupère la petite, emboiser la petite, embrouiller la petite, et maintenant coller la petite. Ok, coller la petite.
Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body. Them girls just they feel me now. Cause I get some money, then they feel me now. Back then they do me anyhow. I don't get some money, they wanna get down. They want hold me for ransom. Cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. They want know where I come from. I they run since from Lagos to London. All the blessings and love I they see just they make me they shout hallelujah. I say all the blessings and love I they see just they make me they shout hallelujah. They hold me for ransom cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. They won't hold me for ransom cause I'm young and I'm rich and I'm handsome. Oh yeah, shake body. That's it. Oh yeah, move body. Just get up on my shake. That's it. Make you ring alarm. Oh yeah, shake body.
Il faut consommer. Voilà la musique qui consomme.
Papa Samuel a débat.
DJ Eric. Allez, mama to, digi digi to, tenga to, tenga to, tenga to. Ete me tenga to, mama de bise de tenga to. Tenga to, tenga to, mama de bise tenga to. Yete me tenga to. Suba, body rose. Tu fana rafate yoro. Voilà la musique qui me bouge. Baby chocolat danser, saya, tegere, saya, bobo, saga. Pili chena dachide, bora rodi rodi.
Lieutenant colonel Becho,
bora rodi rodi. P-Square.
Chérie Coco, baby I see something beautiful for your back, oh. You're my sexy rosé, my chérie Coco. Baby I see something meaningful for your back, oh. You're my sexy rosé, my chérie Coco. Baby I see something beautiful for your back, oh. You're my sexy rosé, my chérie Coco. Baby I see something beautiful for your back. Chai, you too fine, oh. Sweet though, I will go the extra mile, anything for you, my baby. Because your waist is 34, your hips are 44, and we're 24. I love my baby, jealousy, I don't care, baby. I see something beautiful for your back.
Ones and twos, put him and the cool lick ooh. The child with the crack getting hot dog. The man's this pongo. The chickens and your son dot to the hours of 3s and 4s. No time for pause. Her Majesty, the Queen, Royal Highness, hard rock. Her Majesty, the Queen is in the booth. Come to the dance floor. My name is my name is
That was DJ Damiger with the Takeoff Mix. Thank you so much. Also, a big shout out to our guests and everyone in the studio. You guys were amazing today, Casa. So just a few announcements before we let you guys go. There's an open mic February 3rd in Mississauga. Follow my boy Boogie, Mike_Truth for more information. And then Melanin Popping Festival is happening in May. Follow all our Instagrams for more information. Curative Fly's birthday is coming up February 7th. Our boy DJ Damiger is going to be spinning. And lastly, Afro House is having an event February 16th It's their 2-year anniversary at the Loft. So excited to see you guys there. But yeah, Mikey, take.
Nah, really though, and like it's gonna be good times, and honestly, you guys go find our show on Spotify the following day. Like you guys are always awesome tuning in with us, and we're gonna end with an African proverb. It says, "The only truly dead are those who have been forgotten." And this week, on Sunday, there was a big loss that occurred in the world. A helicopter accident unfortunately took away 9 souls. And we're going to list their names and we're going to observe a moment of silence for them. John Altobelli, Kerry Altobelli, Alyssa Altobelli, Christina Mauser, Ara Zubayan, Sarah Chester, and Peyton Chester. And we have Gianni Bryant, and one of the biggest one that really also affected everybody and made the world stand still, Kobe Bryant, a giant. And you guys will never be forgotten in this world. So what we're going to do, we're going to observe a minute of silence, and we'll come back. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for observing that minute with us. Remember that hug your loved ones very closely and don't leave nothing to chance. Live life today. Thank you so much for joining in with us today on Flight 654. We are live every single Wednesday on iLive Radio from 6 to 8 p.m. And join us for the hottest mixes and the dopest conversations with different people from Africa. And Tay me.
Yeah, may their souls rest in peace. We do look forward to seeing you guys next week. And don't forget, all our shows are available on Spotify. Just go to iLive Radio and search up Flight 654, and you can see all of our shows there. So yeah, have a great week, guys. Stay blessed.
That means you do have any